Catch 'em all. Hey there. I just wanted to take a minute here, real quick, to talk about my new 3-inch mini quad here, because I have absolutely fallen in love with 3-inch again. This is so much fun. It's ridiculous. This is the IH3 long range from IFlight RC. It is long range because it has the 900 megahertz, the FR Sky R9 mini receiver, and which has fantastic range, and mounted as it is on the front of this thing, it works perfectly. This is actually the best configuration that I have seen, or that I have tried for these antennas, and I'll be doing them all like that from now on. I wish I had 3D printed mounts like this for all my quads. That would be super cool. But anyway, this has the 1108 5000 kV tachyons on it, and a bent prop I see right now, but that's no problem. And they're ripping on 4S. They have a ton of punch. It actually flies pretty good on 3S too, and you can get pretty impressive flight times out of like an 850 3S, or if I had one, I would try a 1000 3S and probably get like 6 minutes out of this thing. But on a 700 milliamp hour 4-cell, I'm getting 3 to 3.5 minutes, depending on how hard I'm pushing it. So yeah, I wish I could get a little better flight time. I'm thinking about experimenting with maybe going up to 6000 kV and running it on 3S, and being able to keep it under the 250 gram mark, but get like considerably better flight time. If you could get 6-7 minutes flight time out of this thing, you'd really have a long range rig. It'd be a ton of fun, and you'd be able to fly a lot of things that you might be hesitant to fly with a full size quad. Like, you could fly this at a park or beach or whatever without really bothering people. It's, so tiny, it's quiet. Yeah, so I would like to get a little bit better flight time, and I'm going to do a little bit of experimenting with some different motors and batteries, I think, and see what I can get out of it. And the other thing that I was thinking about is the one thing that I would change, one upgrade I would definitely do to this, is actually get rid of this little stubby thing here, which would be fine for a racer. And I highly recommend that IFlight gets down on some 3-inch race quads without the split mini. But anyway, I would like to get just a full-length lollipop antenna on here, get a little bit better separation. That's the only issue that I have had, is when I'm 200-300 meters away, I've gotten a little bit of static when I'm like turning around and whatnot in different positions, because the antenna does get kind of blocked. It's real close in there, so I would trust it a little better if I had better separation. It's only a 200 milliwatt VTX, but you can get a long ways, as you know, on 200 milliwatts if you have a good clear line of sight. So, but I am thinking about maybe putting the AKK X2 Ultimate Mini in there and just have a 1 watt. Like, I really want to get this thing really suitable for long range, increase the flight time and increase the video range, and we would have it. The VTX comes all wired up it's got the tramp protocol, so you can change your power settings and channel and whatnot through the OSD, which is super nice, very handy. And it has the RunCam Split Mini, or the RunCam Split Mini 2. This one only has the single PCB. And it works great, takes killer 1080p, 60 frames per second, and yeah, this is just the coolest little rig to get HD video anywhere on the go. Super handy, lightweight, with the 700 milliamp hour 4 cell on there, it's only coming in at 224 grams. So it's the lightest, neatest little rig for sure. And yeah, I love it. I would like to see iFlight also do like their R1 X3 freestyle frame. I'd like to see them do a bind and fly with the split mini or the Caddx turtle, whatever they decide to go with. But I'd like to see them do this kind of thing with the R1 X3 freestyle frame. That would be super cool. But yeah, I'm going to have a ton of fun with this thing this winter. I've got some plans for it. I'm going to be doing some more trail riding and chase footage, but I'm going to do it with this thing so I can do it on tighter trails through the woods, and that'll be super cool. And I'm going to just fly anything that I can see and dive anything that I can dive, and yeah, I feel like I'm just going to want to fly this thing everywhere. So yeah, I got it all prepped. I don't know if you can see that, but I've been conformal coating. Yeah, I dismantled the whole thing. There's 5 boards in here, and so I had to take this whole thing apart and conformal coat everything. Which another tip for iFlight is that that's not a bad idea. It only adds about 10 minutes to your build if you conformal coat all of your individual pieces and let them dry. Like, as you're prepping and doing other stuff, they can be drying, but it really doesn't add much time to your build to do all the individual pieces before you even solder everything together. And it really, really helps to protect your quad. For people like me who are buried in snow half the year, it's an absolute must-have. I put it on all of my builds. And even in the summertime, because it rains, then you crash in the grass and you get a drop of water on your VTX and it fries it. So yeah, so I conformal coat everything, and I highly recommend that for sure. Anyway, I feel like I'm rambling on a little bit now, but this is the coolest bind and fly I have ever had, and the coolest little 3-inch I have ever even seen. Thing flies super nice, and I took it out to the blueberry field down the road this morning, and even though the wind was whipping, I still ripped a couple packs, and it was super fun, so I will leave you with that. Peace.